Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Edie took the night off, so it's just me talking to you. And tonight we're going to talk about something that's very important as it pertains to your training, longevity. So training isn't just about what you can lift today, how heavy you can lift, or pushing harder and harder all the time. It's about what you'll still be able to do in 10, 20, or even 30 years. The whole idea behind training is that it's carefully planned, targeted, and most importantly, a sustainable effort. Strong today means nothing if you can't sustain it. But what actually undermines sustainability in your efforts? Well, on one front, pushing harder and harder all the time or going heavy constantly will certainly undermine your efforts over time and possibly get you injured. But another aspect of training that often goes ignored is trying to build strength or performance on a shaky foundation. And by that, I mean a lack of stability training throughout a program. So let's talk about stability, which is something that I make all my people do. And as I like to put it, it's the foundation on which everything you achieve will be built. The more stable your foundation is, the bigger and better of a house you can build. So what does that look like? Well, let's take deadlifts, for example. If you want to stabilize your deadlift, try doing some single leg deadlifts that'll force you to stabilize the working muscles on one leg as you balance. Want better squats? Try doing controlled seated pistol squats, or even better, full pistol squats. Overhead press, overhead carries are a staple for shoulder stability, or you can try one of my favorites, the Turkish get-up. I could go on and list more exercises, but to stick to the point, exercises that encourage and reinforce stabilization of the muscles that you'll be using on your very heavy lifts will always pay off and go a very long way to keeping you in the game over the long term. The more you do these kinds of exercises, the more control you'll have over your muscles and the lifts, and it will greatly impact your performance. Look, as a quick side story, I signed up for a competition a few years ago, and one of the events was a max deadlift. So because of my training program, I hadn't been doing conventional deadlifts with a barbell in months. But what I had been doing is heavy weighted single leg deadlifts. Now, the weight was considerably lower than what I could do in my conventional deadlifts, but I was training those diligently. Now, comes the day of the competition, I surprised myself with a brand new PR on my deadlift. And when I look back on my training program, the only thing that was getting me there were those stability lifts with 2 kettlebells doing single leg deadlifts. And the only thing close to a deadlift I'd been doing for 3 months were those single leg weighted deadlifts. So, come the day of the competition, I had a 30-pound heavier deadlift, and that was all by way of stability. Working on stability under load is one of the best keys to longevity. Whether we're talking about lifting in the gym, performing quick athletic-based power movements, or just getting through life. Spending a little time and effort stabilizing your movements, especially under load, has tons of benefits. It'll get you stronger, it'll improve your posture, improve the quality of how you move, and most importantly, it'll result in fewer injuries. Take an exercise like the farmer's carry, for example, which is a fantastic stability exercise. Not only is your core getting stronger as you're moving dynamically with load, but your posture is improving through the very nature of the exercise, which requires you to have your chest up and shoulders back. An added benefit is that your grip strength is also getting stronger as you hold on to heavier and heavier weight. So my call to action for you guys is to try incorporating some stability exercises into your routine. Generally, this is good practice if you're just going to get better control over your movements or trying to, spackle over the cracks that might be in some of your movements. But, specifically to a heavy lifting day, it's a fantastic thing to do before you perform your heavy lift. Submaximally though, you do not want to go all out on a stability exercise before you perform your lift. You just want to give your body a little something to stabilize overhead, to wake things up and get things going, not tax yourself and deplete yourself before you get to the main event. So look, to wrap up, injury prevention isn't always about avoiding doing too much. Sometimes it's about doing something to prime your body so it can do more. And try to remember that control and stability are the foundation of all your strength. It's one thing to brute force a heavy lift. It's another thing to have total control over it and execute it from start to finish with training. Being able to do this is the key to high performance and sustainability and longevity as you train. And in truth, this is how we train all our people, and this is what keeps them in the game and getting stronger decade after decade. So guys, thanks for hanging with me. Subscribe and follow for weekly coaching. If you're interested in finding out more about sustainable and long-term training, visit geteverreadyfit.com and schedule a free strategy call with us. And be sure to join us next week as we take a deep dive on plateaus, why they happen, how to avoid them, and how to break through them. We'll see you guys soon, and until then, stay strong.